What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. And welcome to Marvel Bros, where we cover all things Marvel and everything pop culture. So,
Yep.
Battery, tell us what we're talking about today.
All right. And on today's episode of Marvel Bros, we're checking out some of the behind-scenes photos from She-Hulk, a sneak peek into Michael Keaton's Batman suit from The Flash, and a new logo for WarnerMedia and Discovery, plus Spider-Woman casting. But before we get into that, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros 23 on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget about our YouTube channel where we post all of our latest videos and much more.
That is right. And you can also check out our website right now, www.marvelbros.com. And you can join our Discord on our website. You can check out our merchandise and, just kind of get a feel for everything we do here. So with all of that being said, don't forget to also check out our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, basically wherever you listen to your podcasts to listen to past episodes of Marvel Bros. So, Battery, why don't you just get us right into it, my man?
All right. So, Quiet Place 3, it's happening. March 31st, 2023. Yo.
Yes, sir. I am pumped. I did not know that I think he did this with the last one. I think he announced not soon after A Quiet Place that there was going to be a Quiet Place 2. And, following in similar fashion, he's letting us know that there's going to be A Quiet Place 3. And I am ready for it, man.
Hey, you know what, though? What I read, apparently he's not going to be directing it this time. What? But I think he's going to work with the director and helping write it. But I don't think he's going to be directing it.
So is that all we know, or is this a prequel? Is it a sequel, or
that's all we know pretty much? But first off, we will have a video about The Quiet Place 2 coming up pretty soon here.
Oh, definitely.
So you guys will hear our thoughts on that. We thought it was amazing firsthand, just amazing. Obviously, we have a lot more to talk about, but I'm so happy that we're going to get a part 3. I am
also, yeah.
If they did make a 3, what would you expect from it?
Also, I mean, mostly, I think we talked about this when we did our first breakdown or review of A Quiet Place when we actually saw it that day in the week. I think we were saying that we want to see kind of more of, if this is a worldwide thing, maybe see in the next movie another character or something like that. Maybe see what was going on with someone else. Maybe see how other people, maybe how they got to that island. I'm not trying to put any spoilers out there, but I'll say that maybe how they got to the island or something along the lines of that. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of things that they could do with it, because even initially when this all came out, you had even told me that this was planned. Krasinski had planned on this being an entire universe, an entire AQU, if you will. You know what I mean? And I think they could do anything with it. It's very similar to the not the Poltergeist. The Purge, the Purge movies. You know how they just have a whole bunch of movies and they're showing it from different perspectives. We haven't really got something like that from a horror series, so I think that would be amazing. What would you like to see from it?
I still want to see the military response. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see that. Maybe bits and pieces of it, but I think it would be cool. Piggybacking off what you said, if maybe we're with a specific unit somewhere around the world. And all this happens, and it shows what they had to do in order to survive, or just shows them getting wiped out. That's super dark, but just showing us that in that world on how it went down, or where's the president at? Did he survive? Those are things I'm very curious about.
That's a good point, though.
But is the government still running an underground bunker? You know what I mean? Because they have in real life, we have those capabilities. It's just a matter of having the resources to survive that long in those said bunkers.
And I think once again, like we had said with our initial review, everything kind of happened fairly quickly.
It did.
So I agree with you on that. I think I would rather have a military movie, to be be honest, and kind of be able to really see the effects of everything happen from a military standpoint. Maybe the whole movie could be like Olympus Has Fallen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like just with the whole, like, bro, we haven't seen anything like that, and I think that would be amazing. I agree. But A Quiet Place 3 is set for March 31st, 2023. So that gives them a little time. Do you think?
Yeah.
Like, that gives them a little time, man. I think we're ready for that, definitely, right?
I think we're ready for it. And I think people are ready for it too. By that point, hopefully it's in full swing. This movie did a great job at kicking off, like getting people back to the theaters. And that was great. Shout out to Regal. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Regal is amazing.
Yep.
We had a lovely time.
We're glad to be back with Regal. We appreciate it.
And they started the membership back up. You just got to pay this month. That was nice too. That was a nice little feature if you have the membership card. And if you guys don't know, it's really easy and integrated in a really nice way now, to where if you do have the app, you can just invite your friends through the app. And then that's how you guys sit together, because now with the new COVID restrictions and whatnot, you have to social distance. It was a good time, and it brought some normalcy back to this crazy last year that we've had. The last movie we saw in theaters was freaking Onward.
We were going to see A Quiet Place 2 weeks later, I think.
Yeah, and then a year and a half later, we actually got to see it.
Yeah, like that's wild to think about. Like that's insane.
It is.
But with that said, what do we got up next?
Up next, let me bring this up before before I didn't have this ready, the picture ready for this one. So let me just bring it up really quick. Here we go. Wait. Oh wait, no, there is no picture for this one. I'm tripping. That's my bad. Okay, so going into this next one, Issa Rae has been cast as Spider-Woman for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So that's the second movie, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's crazy, man. I'm happy about that, but I just didn't expect to hear anything really, I guess,
There's a release date on that movie now, right?
I have no idea whatsoever, my man.
I think it's 23 as well. October 7th, 2022.
Oh,
so next year. So yeah, we're about at that time. We're gonna start hearing some casting news, and hopefully they'll start filming by the end of the year. Or they might already be working on it. I'm not too sure what else that they've been doing, but like, how do you feel? Like, honestly, I was kind of bummed because when I saw the post, I thought it was like, oh my gosh, Spider-Woman's going to be in the next Spider-Man.
Yes, and that's the same thing that I thought. And then when I had when I was making the script for this, that's when I looked at it actually and was like, no, like not for Into the Spider-Verse. I wanted to see this live action. Like, I wanted to see her live action.
I think she'd be pretty cool Spider-Woman.
I do too. That's why I was so happy initially when I seen the post. I was like, man, this is gonna, like, let's see what she has. She looks like she could actually kind of bring some flair to the role in the same way. I can't remember her name, but she did with Monica Rambeau. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I want to say her name. What is her name?
With that said, though, I'm sure
Tiana Paris. Teyana, the way Teyana Paris brought that life into Monica Rambeau, and that's kind of what, like, that's literally the vibes that I got immediately when I looked at it. And then when I was making the script and I was seeing that it said Into the Spider-Verse, it was just like, oh man, how do you feel about that, yo?
I was really hoping. I mean, we have a stacked cast in the next Spider-Man, so I'm not like tripping, but like the way it was written for a lot of people, like, oh, you wouldn't have known it was Into the Spider-Verse until like the very end of the post, and it was very
clickbaity.
Clickbaity. But with that said, I'm happy. The first one was amazing. Like, I was super surprised about how good the first one was. So I'm very excited to get a chance to see the next continuation. I don't even know what they're gonna. I don't even know what to expect, honestly. With the next one,
I think it would be I think it would be a good idea to do it from like the point of a different Spider-Man. Like I love Miles Morales and that was awesome, but I think the way that they set up the Into the Spider-Verse everything is that it could be any Spider-Man that the series follows, and other Spider-Man can just come in and kind of help what's going on in the situation. So I would like to see, honestly, I would like to see Spider-Gwen take over and be like the main person for the
I'm
next
sure
movie,
she's gonna get her own show. Honestly,
right? I think it would be way worth it because she was a really great character in Into the Spider-Verse, and I would like to see her have it, or any of the other any of those Spider-Man that they had in that one, you know.
Yeah.
But I think this one has Spider-Man 2099 as the main character.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I think
so
that
something's
was
happening.
Yeah, because there was an end credit scene that leads into this movie, and I think it had something to do with Spider-Man.
I totally forgot that aspect. He's trying to get all the Spider-Man together, I think, right?
Something, freaking the Council of Reeds, but Spider-Man.
What threat do you think that could be? Like, is there like I haven't really read. I only know like the main Spider-Man villains. I don't really
the Queen Spider chick. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think she could be I think she would be a good villain to go up against, and they could either do another like street level villain, Madam Web. There you go. Yeah. They could either do another street level villain like they did in Into the Spider-Verse. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like have a street level villain, but it's like we're in the multiverse, so he could be 2099, and it could be like the 2099 Sinister Six or something like that. You know, and then they're trying to do something, whatever, and then we do that, and then at the end of that movie, it leads into Madam Web, or you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, like, she's gonna get her own movie, right, or series?
Yeah, I think she's getting something. I know we've
talked about it before.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it was pertaining to, whether it was a show, a movie, animated, or live action. I'm not sure on any of that. But I think it would be awesome as well if they could somehow tie in the MCU Spider-Man into this movie, like as a surprise cameo or something. You know, we hear Tom Holland's voice, or you know, something like that.
Hey man, I feel like the best part about the MCU is Spider-Man. Honestly, with that said, there's a lot you can compare it with, but like for whatever reason, the Spider-Man one, it's a lot more relatable than a lot of the other areas. You know, it's funny. It feels real, compelling, and very well written. To where the story is actually really good. Just like Homecoming, for example, like the scene where he's being crushed, and he's like, you know what, I can't do this. Like this is too much. I just need help. And then, like, you know, he finds it within himself to get out of that hole. You know, and dig himself out, and being able to have moments like that in a series like that, it's amazing. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. The way they handled the dynamic of Spider-Man was they kept it so authentic to how the comic books always were, with that aspect of what you just said of being very relatable to the reader. And then they also made it to where it was on a whole nother level, because now we have a Peter Parker who isn't how he is solely because of Uncle Ben. You know what I mean? And that was a really amazing aspect that they added. And I love the twist of Tony Stark being that Uncle Ben instead. And I feel like now we actually have a real Spider-Man going into these next movies and the next everything that we have. Like this, to put it in terms of how it was like with the cartoons and the series, you know, like I think the Amazing Spider-Man was the kid, like the kid one. And then you had the other Spider-Man was actually like more of an adult, you know? And I feel like that's where we're heading towards, is actually getting that more adult side of Peter Parker, and that more gritty side of what Spider-Man actually really brings to the table. You know, like with the death of Gwen Stacy and stuff like that. Like, bro, all of that stuff was really serious, you know. And so I'm hoping that they start attacking and tackling these different aspects of Spider-Man that the comics just handle perfectly.
Yeah, because he's getting older now. Like, he's out of high school. He might be getting into college. Obviously, with that said, it's a little more complicated now that everyone knows who he is. But get this. apparently Tom Holland pitched a sex scene between him and MJ's character. I know her name. I just can't think of it.
I can't think of it either.
But the studio was like, "No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that."
Nah.
but he went the extra mile to talk to them about having a sex scene. So I was like, well, that was pretty interesting. So now, listen to what you're saying. Maybe it is going to be a little darker than we usually get. It's going to have a lot more of those adult tones.
Yeah. Because that's really how Spider-Man 3 was in the original trilogy when we first got introduced to Venom. That was trash, though.
Yeah.
That movie really, it really amped up the darkness for everything. Even the way Peter Parker handled stuff, it lets you know how deep this could actually get. And Tom Holland is a great actor, and I'm hoping that they just really let him spread his wings, so to speak, in this next one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a high school in that particular trilogy. Their high school looked like everyone was like over 30. Like it was, like they were a lot older looking.
Exactly.
And that was, obviously it's different now, but and you know what? Like it's the same dynamic for the Spider-Verse movies as well. And in terms of story time and how it's compelling and relatable in a way, but in a different way. Because I believe Miles Morales, he's Mexican.
He's
Mexican and African American.
Yeah.
He's Mexican. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so
I think his mom is Mexican and his dad is black.
Yeah. And I think that's awesome. It's a new dynamic that we haven't seen before. And he did a really good job in that movie. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with his character moving forward.
I agree. I agree completely because they're doing a great job so far. So Spider-Man for all years to come.
Yep. Now,
Spider-Man is one thing that I'll never get tired of.
For real. Yep. Because I remember when Homecoming came out and I had the DVD or the digital copy, like I was able to watch it over and over again. And that's a very difficult thing to do.
That good though.
Yeah,
it is like
when I
seeing Tony Stark jump out the suit when he was like, "You're not even here," and then he just jumps out the suit and walks towards him. I was like, "Whoa!"
It was Homecoming too, huh? I thought that was far for some reason. Yeah. But all righty, well, moving on. This is actually pretty cool news. So now Michael Keaton seems to be back on board. The Flash, they just released a sneak peek at the Batsuit that he's going to be wearing.
So let's take a look at this then. Let's see what this is about.
I was blown away. It looks like it's going to be really dark. Like, I'm excited for this Flash movie. Look at that.
Oh, that looks nice, bro. That looks really nice.
Yeah, what if Michael Keaton's Batman kills?
Oh,
like
that's I really like that.
Like that's the change per se. That's why there's blood on this emblem, Obviously,
well, Michael Keaton's Batman, if I'm not mistaken, his Batman is from The Run when he goes crazy, right, and kills everybody. Like Batman, that's what Batman does. Like that Batman ends up killing the Justice League or something like that, isn't?
Wait, what? I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what storyline that comes from. Because he has the Batsuit that helps him walk and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, because he's really old.
Because he's really old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he basically does an Omni-Man, but as Batman though.
Yeah, Omni-Man, but as Batman. I wish we saw the whole suit. Do you think it'll be the exact same? Actually, I don't. Is this the same as the one that we got in the movie?
No, it's not.
Okay, it's a little different.
From his movie back in the day, it's not the same because this one has more of the gray tones to it, and the other one was kind of still black with the bluish tones to it, if I'm not mistaken.
And you know what? This also reminds me of Watchmen. It's giving me those Watchmen vibes.
Oh yeah, you're right. The Happy Face Killer dude.
Yep, the Happy Face Killer, right behind me, actually. Right there.
Yes, sir. There you go.
I don't know. I don't even know what to expect with the movie. There's a lot of different things happening right now. Apparently the Batman's trash for some reason. I don't know why. But the Flash seems
It's because it's Batman and we have so much Batman.
No. But this movie looks like it's going to be a home run. So I'm excited to see, finally watch it. I don't even know when it's supposed to come out. I don't think it has a release date yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure it has a release date yet either.
Okay, not October 7th, 2014. Okay, that's the show. November 4th, 2022. A lot of movies next year, man. A lot of movies.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
This year has been pretty crazy because of like COVID and everything. Everything's coming out all that need to come out, but like we're gonna have a lot of good stuff coming out next year. That's awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really pumped for it. I can't wait to see everything. Black Widow forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's the main thing I'm waiting for. Black Widow, and then we got
hey, it's right around the corner, man.
Week as well. So I know Marvel fans are pumped to finally see Loki, man. Because I'm ready to see what this is all about.
It's gonna be a good watch, man. And that's this week, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It is this week.
This week, yeah. We got that. We got to finish the Bad Batch or catch up on the Bad Batch.
Yeah, we watched the first by the way. 2 episodes. I think we watched the first 2.
Watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
blown away.
Blown away. It was so amazing. Oh man, I'm so ready for it.
Yeah,
the rest of that and to see what's to come.
But
that was awesome. Right. But let's move right along onto the next one. And we have an official art piece for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness that has been revealed. The art piece was given to the entire cast and crew as a gift. So let's check this out.
This is a dope poster, by the way.
It is a really dope poster.
Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah, that's really dope. I really like that a lot, yo.
It looks like Wanda has sleeves now, right? Is that what that looks like?
Oh yeah, she does have sleeves actually.
And then we see American Chavez. That's her name, right?
Yeah, I believe it is America Chavez.
That looks like her. What is she, by the way? Is she like a Captain America type character, or is she like really
strong? I'm really not sure. Oh, you know what? Let's yank out the big book of Marvel and see what's going on with her. Let's see if she's in here.
Because I'm curious as to why. Like, what's the purpose of her being in this movie? You know. Not saying that she shouldn't be in the movie, but like I'm just saying, like what I'm curious as to like what her like what's she known for. So hopefully the big book of Marvel can reveal that to us.
For real, because whenever someone's in here, we get a whole breakdown. Nope, I don't see her. We have American Eagle. That's it. What's her name?
American Chavez. I'm pretty sure that's her name.
America Chavez. Miss America?
Yep.
Hold on, let's see.
That's a moniker of hers, Miss America.
Yeah, let me see if she's under that. Nope, she's not in here.
Oh. Okay.
So here she is.
You found her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it says America Chavez was raised by Elena and Amelia Chavez in a dimension outside the multiverse known as Utopia Parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
That's what I read.
Crazy first sentence.
I'm like, okay.
So her mothers sacrificed themselves to save their universe from being torn apart by black holes, after which America ran away to seek a superhero's life. She joined the Teen Brigade and co-led the team together with Ultimate Nullifier, but they later disbanded due to creative differences. Holy shit, check this out. America frequently tangled with Loki and protected Wiccan from Loki's malice. She later helped Wiccan, Hulkling, and Loki defeat the interdimensional parasite Mother in Central Park. During the Secret Wars, During the Secret Wars, Chavez was a member of the all-woman A-Force team, but earned Doctor Doom's ire when she violated the shield separating worlds. Whoa. After the Secret Worlds, America joined the Ultimates team and attended Sotomayor University. Holy moly. Her powers are super strength and speed. She can also fly, and she can travel across the multiverse and through time. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Well, that's why she's in this movie then, huh?
Damn, that's awesome. Okay, here's my other question. Do you think Wanda's going to be in the movie like a lot, or do you think she's going to be like for 10 seconds and then we're never going to see her again?
I think Wanda's going to be the main villain of the movie.
You think the main villain?
Yeah, I think the whole movie is going to be about Wanda. Like, I think she's going to be she's going to create the multiverse of madness to bring her sons back. I really think that's what's going to happen, bro. Like, I think Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to be House of M.
Yeah. When at the end of WandaVision, the end credit scene, she heard her son's voices, right? So like they're somewhere.
They were like, Mom, Mom.
Damn. And she's over there reading the book. What's it called? From Ghost Rider or Agents of Shield, but Ghost Rider has it. I want to call it the
Dead.
Yeah,
it's the Book of the Dead, but there's a name for the Book of the Dead. It's called Fudge.
Her character's come a long way, man. Her character's come a long ass way.
Darkhold.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that we said when we watched WandaVision. Like, yo, what if Wanda's the villain this whole time? We don't even know it. And then all of a sudden we got finessed, and so it was Agatha the Heart at the time. But her being a villain didn't necessarily go away. If anything,
that energy was still there.
Yeah.
She did what she did.
Yeah.
And then the end,
I don't know. And plus I'm curious as to why the sword agents were so like sus too. Like that's kind of, I don't know if they were just really like upset because everyone came back and thinking like, oh, it's not the same anymore. So hopefully we'll learn more about that too.
Yeah, I agree, man. There was definitely some major cliffhangers from WandaVision, and that's one of the reasons why I really think that this Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie is going to be like her movie mainly. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be her movie and Doctor Strange's movie because like there's so many answers that we have. There's so many answers that we don't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what if Wanda's sons are with American Chavez already?
Whoa, that would be wild.
And like they show up on Earth unbeknownst to Wanda because of her. And like they're just best buddies and like they're full grown at this point. And then so how does Hulkling get into this?
I think she was just helping Hulkling because he was part of the Ultimates at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
No, who is Hulkling?
Hulkling is
are they like a child to the Hulk, or are they like
no? It's like yes and no. So hold on, let me see, because I think he's actually a Kree, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you know what? I think he's a human and a Kree together.
Yes,
right. Or it's a mixed race of something, I'm pretty sure.
Let me see. Hill? No, it's Hill. That's wrong. Husk.
Skrull and Kree together, I think.
I believe that's what it is. This is the Hulk.
Because I remember, like,
I think we talked about him before.
They look at him like trash because they like, oh, like your parents were traitors.
We did talk about him because he was in that comic book. Remember?
Yeah.
He was in the comic. Yeah. Hulkling. Why don't I see this thing? I don't know why he's not in here. That's weird.
Maybe we'll see Hulkling in the movie. Do you think
that would be interesting? I think Hulkling brings in a lot of stuff that we don't have yet.
Maybe Secret Wars is where we're going to see him because I I don't know. Like, we don't really know what's happened with the Skrull and the Kree since the snap, and so hopefully we'll learn more about that and like how it happened or how it turned out, especially with what's the main Skrull name? Talos, right?
Talos, yeah.
Talos and his girl, so. But either way, I'm pumped for this movie. Sam Raimi. Is it Raimi or Rami?
Sam Raimi, I believe.
Raimi? Yeah. They're saying this movie is pretty amazing. It's dark. And I'm so pumped for this
movie. I'm super pumped for this movie. I remember when they even first announced it, they talked about that this was going to be the darkest movie yet.
Like a horror film. Like Wanda I can't remember the actor's name, but the person who plays Wanda.
Yeah, Hulkling is a Skrull Kree hybrid. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. She was saying this movie's terrifying. So,
ooh.
I don't even know. I'm pumped.
Let us know in the chat if you guys are ready for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, because as you can see from our excitement right now, that we are definitely pumped for it. So drop some in the comments and let us know how you feel. Drop a like on the stream, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. And yeah, and let's move. You ready to move on to the next one? Are you?
Yep.
All right. I think I can stay on this screen because we have wait, where are we at? We have some behind the scenes photos from the set of She-Hulk that have been revealed. So look at that. We're talking about Hulkling and we're going to go right into She-Hulk. So we have him right. We have this. I think this is one of the directors in the director's chair.
Maybe. Just behind the scenes snaps looks like they're filming. What is that? I'm trying to see what's on the screens. Like,
yeah, literally.
Nothing that I could see. I don't see a green Hulk figure. So
yeah. But I think this is what is his name that plays Hulk?
Bruce Banner. Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. I think this is Mark Ruffalo right here in his
suit.
In his suit. Yeah, the CG, like the suit that they
CG suit
in order to do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the
it's actually a dope logo.
The logo is amazing.
That's changed since we first saw it, right? Because that's
I
not
don't
what the
believe
logo looked
so.
like, right?
I think that's what the logo looked like since the beginning. I think they just had the she next to the so it went from next to the Hulk, and I think there was a dash in the middle to being on top of it instead, which I really like. It's kind of like they spray painted she just over the Hulk, and that's like a really dope concept. I think we have another picture. Yeah,
I think Clover is the code name for the title right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see some.
That looks like an AA meeting.
Yeah, something like
or
that.
some sort of meeting.
I think this right here is She-Hulk, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This and then you see some other people around.
I think she's in the next still, possibly.
Yeah. Boom! There she is.
So this is She-Hulk, right?
Yes, I believe this is the actress that plays She-Hulk, and I just want to say something real quick. I'm not a fan of how she looks.
Yeah, for some reason she looks very different from the photo that we showed when she was first announced. So I don't know if it's just the way that because this is the costume she's wearing in the show. So I'm curious as to
why is she wearing? She's a lawyer. She's supposed to be a lawyer, so I'm not sure.
I don't know what's the move here. Maybe this is pre-lawyer. Maybe she's maybe she's part of a criminal organization back in the day. That doesn't look like it's being worn in 2025, 24. Wherever the MCU is. But I don't know because the Hulk is in. Mark Ruffalo is right next to her in the next shot. So
yeah.
Well, she's actually wearing something different, so I don't know.
No, I think she's wearing the same thing. It's just she doesn't have the red thing on with her. See? Like, if you look at the texture of it, it looks very similar to this.
I don't know. What do you expect from the show? Like,
I have no clue, bro.
Yeah?
We didn't know. I have no idea what to expect from this, man. Like, how could I? How could we know? This is a movie that came out of nowhere. I mean, a show that came out of nowhere. It just was announced. They didn't have anything leading up to this. I don't know, man. It's really mind blowing. I don't know what this show could do. I really don't know. Like I don't know if they're setting up like just Hulk as being back. Maybe that's what they're gonna do is make this movie kind of turn the new Professor Hulk back into like more immortal Hulk or Joe Fixit type of Hulk or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe the actions of this movie make him a little more vicious, but he only got one arm now. So I don't know, man. This is
his arm is messed up from the
thing.
So we don't know how he's gonna heal because that was gamma damage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only thing that could hurt Hulk. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Another thing that
to see how she gets her powers, though.
What if I don't know? Like, because technically, Ross has the serum to make more Hulks. Technically, right?
Yes, but I don't think he has the formula of like what it is exactly. You know what I mean? It's like he has all of the pieces, but he doesn't know how they fit together. And I think that's why he's looking for Bruce Banner in the first place. I would like this to introduce. I mean, with the show, I don't know if I want all those Hulks and like Abomination and all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, man, just for the show, like, dang. Like,
well, we're supposed to see Abomination again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying
at some point.
Hopefully this leads into a Hulk movie of some sort. Because I know we have also talked about that. The fact that Sony's getting their fat checks from working with them. You know what I mean? Hannah said Hulk has one arm. That just went over my head for some reason.
When he snapped the gauntlet, Hannah,
his whole arm
burned, like destroyed. And we don't know how his arm's going to heal. So we're assuming he has basically one arm. At the moment, I don't know.
He does have one arm that functions because even at the end of Endgame, he had his whole arm in the sling and it was still just charred and just like just dead. His arm, it's a dead arm at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's super unfortunate, but I really want to know how they're gonna work with that. Or maybe since he's the freaking Hulk, it just comes back and they just that's just how they'd say it.
He
it's like
grows it back, bro. Like through
no, I'm saying like it slowly gets all the life back to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Regenerates itself.
There you go, regenerates itself. Now that he's full on Professor Hulk all the time. You know, who knows what he can do now. And I'm pretty sure with him being Professor Hulk, he's found a way to get that serum really, you know, like perfected. Yeah. And maybe that's what the series is about, is about Ross trying to get the serum from him because he injects it into his cousin when she needs when she almost dies. So I'm interested to see what's going on.
You're gonna do this after I've been asking you for I don't know how many years.
Exactly. You know he's gonna feel big played.
How far in the future do you think this is gonna be in the MCU? Because Falcon Winter Soldier was like 6 months.
I feel like this might coincide with Falcon and Winter Soldier. Very similar to how the first 3 Marvel movies coincided with each other. You know how Hulk, Iron Man 2, was it Hulk, Captain America, and Thor were all happening simultaneously in the MCU, like at the same time. I think that's the type of thing that we're gonna get with all of these shows on. Like, we'll definitely, with the shows that are on Disney Plus, because I think. Oh no, that was the 6 months after. WandaVision was like immediately after everything happened.
It was like I think 4 or 6 weeks after.
Yeah.
Or it was immediately and then like 6 weeks or something.
And then because she was like in there for 6 weeks before Monica went in there or something. Yeah. And I just believe that with Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, and whatever else they're probably going to be happening like right at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm really just interested to see what happens with that. I wouldn't. What if we see like Wanda in Loki and she's like breaks him out of the time thing so she can get him to help her get her sons back from Mephisto or some shit like that.
I don't even know, man. I feel like we still don't know a lot about Loki to understand what's happening in the future. And I think once we watch Loki, or at least get a feel for where we're at, I think we'll kind of get a sense of what direction that we're trying to go to. Hopefully,
Mm,
and I think Doctor Strange is going to help us understand even more to hopefully clear the view of what's happening in the bigger scheme of things.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree
But
with that, man.
I'm pumped, man. It's gonna be a great show. It's a great show. The Disney Plus
Definitely.
stuff hasn't really failed us. I mean, WandaVision was a hard maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
But so
for
far,
real.
Falcon Winter Soldier blew us away.
Hmm.
Uh, and I'm excited to see what comes up next.
Yeah, definitely. I agree, bro.
All right, but moving on to our next item for the night. Borderlands live action characters have been teased. Now, have you played Borderlands? It's a fun game. I played the
Yeah,
first one.
I've played Borderlands. Borderlands is pretty amazing.
It's a pretty dope game. Definitely, when it
Yeah.
came out, it was definitely. I don't want to call it ahead of its time, but I feel like it's one of those games when it first came out. Because there wasn't really any game that was like that. I don't think, right?
Well, they were basically the looter shooter genre. I think the
Yeah.
biggest thing about that game is that you could play like landline with your with your friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like really level up your characters with the class based system and all that.
Yep.
It just perfected what kind of like what we all kind of knew and loved, and they made it into a way where that was the standard that a lot of games kind of tried to repeat, you know,
Yeah.
with other things. Borderlands is an amazing game. I know some of the boys in the league are die hard like Borderlands, you know. So I know it's a really good game. I love it. I think it's a good game to play with just anybody, you know what I mean? By yourself, with friends. It's one of those games.
Yeah.
Did you ever really get into Borderlands like that?
Only the first game, and even then, it was I had rented it from Blockbuster. That's how I played it.
Oh, okay.
But
That's awesome.
other than that, I didn't really. That's Kevin Hart, I think.
Damn, that looks like Kevin Hart.
I think Kevin Hart's playing that character for some reason.
Yo,
Because
that looks like
he
Kevin
is in the
Hart.
movie. I'm so excited though. I feel like it's gonna be a very fun, action packed
Yes,
movie for us that we can enjoy.
and something that we haven't seen before from a movie. Definitely. I think we're kind of going to get some type of Army of the Undead type of vibes, but actually good. Not to say that Army of the Dead was bad, but it was. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like it could have been better, and in those points of where it could have been better, I think that's how this movie is going to be. So I'm kind of going for like a Jumanji Jumanji, and then what is that movie I just said? I forgot it that fast.
Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead, like Jumanji, Army of the Dead, and then maybe a little something else, all mixed into one good pot, and kind of see what we get from it.
Yeah, I was thinking of Jumanji as well.
Yeah,
I was like, it was Jumanji, and I forget the other one, but yeah, and these are pretty cool steals. Definitely a tease.
they are. I really like them. I can't wait to see the aesthetic of the movie, how everything actually looks.
Definitely.
I hope it's like kind of, I don't know.
I don't know the whole cast either. I know Kevin Hart's there. I also know the girl from the Halloween series is in there. I forget her name. Well, okay.
Okay, so we have Kate Blanchett.
Okay.
Ariana Greenblatt, Florian Montu, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, there we go.
Gina Gershon, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black. Jack Black is Claptrap. Oh my God. That's amazing, brother. That's amazing. Jack Black as Claptrap. That is amazing. That's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. See, it's gonna be a dope movie, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real good time.
I can't wait to see this movie. It's going to definitely be, like you said, it's definitely going to be a good time. It's definitely going to be something that we have not seen before. I just can't wait to see how they handle everything. I hope the CGI is good. Who is this movie made by? Do you know? Is this
I have no idea.
A Paramount or a
Respawn? I don't know.
Ooh. Wait, there's a dope image right here. Hold up. How do I get that image right here? Okay, real quick, let me show this image too, because this one's pretty dope.
Is it one of all of them?
Yeah, the one.
You know what? That was one I forgot to post, but I have it on my phone because I was gonna post it, and I totally forgot about it.
Yo, this one is dope because when I looked, I was trying to look up for who the people, not the people. But. There you go. That looks pretty saucy.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
We got Claptrap right there too.
I'm excited to see what they actually show us.
For real. See, this picture gives me big Army of the Dead vibes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I really, it's dope.
I don't really see a studio related to it. A rad production. Oh, Lionsgate Picture Start. Okay. I think it's Lionsgate.
Okay.
Mainly. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but yeah,
that'll be a good movie.
Regardless, hopefully, they don't really mess up. I mean, they've been doing really well with the game movies lately, so I have high hopes. I'm sure it'll succeed and do very well.
Yeah, I agree with you right there, brother. I also have high hopes for this. Can't wait to see what's to come with the movie. And yeah,
let's go ahead and this next one got me, man.
Yeah, this is on you, brother.
All right. So, I don't know if you guys have checked out Jupiter's Legacy, but for now, it will not be getting a season 2. However, we'll be getting a Super Crooks spinoff, which is the supervillain counterpart for Jupiter's Legacy. And how do you feel about this, man? I know we really enjoyed the first season of Jupiter's Legacy. It left us on a huge cliffhanger. What are your thoughts?
I think this is a good idea because I liked the first one so much, and I was hoping for a universe from this series.
Yeah.
So I didn't want it to just be Jupiter's Legacy. I wanted like spinoffs. Like that's what I wanted when I see it. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a Netflix universe thing that they're going to create and get some money from. And so I'm happy that they're doing that. And I think that's kind of what they set up with the black dude, which is the guy's son, and then Bruh's daughter. I think they have something to do with the Super Crooks, possibly. You know what I mean? Like, maybe. I think they are the Super Crooks. Is like him, her, and then they have like their little ragtag team of whoever as well. And that would be amazing, yo.
Thinking about it, because Netflix, I believe, didn't like the numbers that they had for the movie or the show. With that said, we don't know them because Netflix only releases the stuff that's doing well.
Exactly.
But I think this is good publicity for the show, even though it sucks. I think kind of turning out, I was like, oh, Jupiter's Legacy. Like, what is that? So people are going to want to see it. And then with Super Crooks coming out eventually, I'm sure that's going to get more people even involved with wanting to know more about the show. So it's probably a smart move. Thinking about it, it's probably a smart business move on their end to get people excited for a second season. Or it might, maybe they just want more time to write and really get things the way they need to be for the next season.
I think one of the issues is Invincible. I think Invincible kind of took the storm and took the meme wave of everything, so no one cared about Jupiter's Legacy. I'm not even sure how long it's been on Netflix. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things. I don't know if it's new.
I think it released old in March.
Oh yeah,
March or April? Actually, May. I think it was April. It was within those 3 months. I know that, but it wasn't like. I don't think it was March. It might have been April or May, more specifically.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember we were doing something, and that was one of the shows I wanted to check out because I was waiting for another show to come out, but that was one of the other shows that came out along with this other show that I wanted to watch. And I think that's why I feel like it's in May, but I know it was within those in that area, so it's not like terribly old. It was on top at the time, and then it dropped off, and then people started watching it again. It was in the top 10 for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think people got so consumed by Invincible though that it just didn't give them a chance to even watch Jupiter's Legacy. So, maybe we're gonna have to be the ones to get it a little hyped up in here. You know,
dude,
that was such a good show.
Invincible, man. I know we still have to make.
Yeah,
Invincible was a great show. Guys.
Yeah, but Jupiter's Legacy was really good as well. So I don't. Yeah. But yeah. Let us know if you guys watch Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix, and if you haven't, you should definitely go check that out. We're actually probably gonna have to drop that in our Discord. Tell some of the people in there to check it out. Have Justice check it out. He'll probably like it. So make sure you guys join our Discord as well. The link is in the description down below. So go ahead, wherever you at, you can check it out. If you're on Facebook, Twitch, or Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, you can check it. You can go ahead and join our Discord with the link in the description. That's right there for the video. And last but not least, but this is the last one. We have the new logo for WarnerMedia and Discovery. So let's take a look at it. And hilariously, though, people have been bagging this freaking thing. Like,
I'm an episode of The Simpsons, bro.
This thing looks ridiculous, yo.
I wonder why they went with this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe like if the background was just white and the gold letter, it would have been cooler. Honestly,
nah.
I think the clouds kill it. Honestly,
I think everything about this is just freaking terrible, bro. Like this looks like this literally looks like we're in 1987 right now, and we're about to watch the freaking Indian in the cupboard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this reminds me of, bro. Like this is super. I feel like we're about to watch the original Jungle Book or something. Like this is not a good move on their part, especially because WB had such a good logo already, and so did Discovery. Like both of their logos were really cool. Like so now there's just this.
You know what? What if it's What if like this is just like one of the first test logos that just got released, and people are assuming it's like the official logo? Maybe they're still putting stuff together. They're finalizing stuff. I like what they're doing in terms of the stuff dreams are made of. Like I really like that avenue, but maybe they're still working on honing in that brand.
I hope they are. Because this is terrible.
I'm sure because of the backlash that they kind of got. Because again, like the logo's kind of a meme at this point. Like it's
not kind of. This is like Sonic level meme of logos
so
right here.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like they didn't even have pay the right amount to even get a logo made. Like this,
bruh, they should have came to me. I would have did a far better job.
They probably I don't even know.
This is ridiculous, bro. Like
went to Fiverr, got the cheapest dude that they could find.
Literally, that's what this looks like.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for the streaming service. I'm excited for what it's gonna do. Like bringing HBO Max, Discovery, bring all these different companies together. I think it's gonna be a powerhouse up there.
And then we're gonna have kind of I was think we're gonna see the kind of Disney Plus type of package with them if they can, where where you can get Disney Plus, UFC, and you can get in a package together. I'm pretty sure Warner Bros. Discovery, longest name ever. I'm pretty sure they can do something like that with all of the different outlets that they have control of now. So
and they have the biggest sports contracts in the entire like cable industry.
Mm.
So now they're like an even bigger powerhouse just because of that alone. So you could be able to watch games and stuff like that on HBO Max, or there's so much potential there. So I'm excited for what they're gonna do.
I agree,
Even though
man.
the logo's pretty trash right now. Hopefully there's
it's
still
hot
working
duplicate.
it. But they have a lot of potential, a lot of great stuff come out of it. Can come out, and it's one less streaming service for us to pay for. Now that another's formed with another. Because how many services do you pay for right now?
Man, I have HBO Max, Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime. I think I have Apple, the Apple one. I'm pretty sure anything that there is, I'm pretty sure we have it.
I think I have all of those plus Peacock.
Oh, and Paramount Plus. Yeah, we got that.
Peacock, Paramount. Yeah, so like
what
7,
is
almost
this?
8.
Is Peacock Paramount or is Peacock something different?
Peacock's something different.
Okay, so what the hell is Peacock, bro?
So Peacock is NBC, I think.
Oh.
I think it's NBC or Fox.
Interesting.
With that said, with our internet service, you can get Peacock for free. That's how I have it.
Oh.
So
you're right, because I have the Xfinity TV box, and I think it's on there.
So like when you make a Peacock account, you can link it to your cable or your internet, and when it does that, it'll let you know, like, hey, if you might already have it for free with your service.
Do you watch a lot of stuff on Peacock?
So on there, they're starting to come out with a little more stuff, but like a lot of it's a lot of television. I think it is Fox, but the main thing they have right now is they have Parks and Rec, and I think even The Office. I could be wrong.
Yes, because that's why it left Netflix to go to Peacock.
I think it is The Office. They're both over there, so they have good stuff. It's still growing. Definitely one of the I feel like the lesser known ones that are talked about.
Not as bad as Quibi.
IRP. They had some good content, man. Apparently what's the TV service that Roku? I think they bought a lot of the assets from that streaming service, and it's going to become part of
Roku Originals,
Roku TV or something like that. You know how Roku has their own, and so because like there's a Most Dangerous Game show that I've been wanting to watch, but I didn't get a chance to watch it because Quibi like died. So, and it was with Chris Hemsworth's brother, I believe. He was like the main person.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
So, but yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. I think there's a lot of things in motion, especially with this deal that made to make Warner and Discovery combined. Like that's insane. Maybe we'll see another company buy out Sony, or Sony buys another company. I don't know. I think that's the next big thing, is someone acquiring all of Sony's movie assets. Maybe Apple. I feel like Apple's sleeping on us. Really,
I think Apple doesn't care as much as they thought they cared.
Yeah.
They got so much stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, if you get Apple TV, awesome. If you don't, we don't care. Yeah. That's pretty much how Apple is about everything that they do. So they don't really I don't see a lot of ads for any of the Apple TV shows. You know what I mean? I don't see anything. And they have a good catalog. Yeah.
They have a good catalog of originals. Now,
yes,
you're right, they really
original content. Yeah.
They really don't advertise as much as they should.
They only advertised really when it first started.
With that said, I think their advertising campaign is very similar to Arizona, the drinks. Arizona doesn't advertise; they just sell their item really cheaply, and the can is the advertising itself because of the artwork. Yeah. But when you buy an iPhone or anything Apple related, you get a free subscription to Apple TV. Yeah. So you have access, and I think that's what their advertising is. And most people don't really know that, but when you go into your account and you look at your subscriptions, you'll have sometimes free trials. And I got my free trial for a year. So, and I think that's how all of them are right now. So, It's definitely a good thing to check out. But because I know Apple did try to buy Sony.
Oh
Sony was
yeah,
like,
I
"Nah,
remember
we're not there.
that.
We're not there yet."
Yeah,
you
like
know?
bro, we ain't even hurting.
Yeah, because they
We don't
have
need your money. Yeah.
what PlayStation. They have all their tech, all the TV, speakers, music.
Hmm.
They're a big music company, right? Like they have, like in terms of
Yeah, I think
music
so.
production.
Sony Digital Music or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
Warner
what it's
has
called.
the bigger one, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Sony
know back in
Music Entertainment. Yeah.
yeah, I know Warner back in the day was like one of the big boys in terms of like music production and stuff like that. But like or Time Warner, I think there was something like that. But yeah, and with that, that brings
Yeah.
us to the end of our day.
Yes, it does, man. It was a jam-packed episode of Marvel Bros today. I will say that, brother. Some good news. What was your biggest? What did you like the most, like of what we covered today, bro? What was your favorite
You know
announcement?
what? Let me check. I think A Quiet Place 3.
Yeah,
You know, because before we know it, it's gonna be in theaters.
yeah.
Time has been moving by so fast with these movies. So I think that's what I'm most excited for, man. And I just want to see it. I just want to know what they're doing because that alone
Mm,
gets me excited. I'm trying to think about what could happen in part
yeah.
three. You know. What about you? What about you?
Um, I agree with you with a quiet place. That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much my. That's the thing that got me the most hype. But Super Cooks is a good second, you
Yeah.
know, and then Borderlands is a nice third because I'm
Okay.
those are the ones that I'm kind of really excited about. The Flash movie, I don't know what the hell is going on there. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
but yeah, I think we had a really good episode today, guys.
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorite announcement was from today in the comment section below. And don't forget to join our Discord at
Mm-hmm.
www.marvelbros.com, where you can watch our old episodes on there. You can
Mm-hmm.
check out merchandise and all of the things that you do on our website help us out here more.
Yep.
And don't forget, you can also now listen to past episodes of our pop
Mm-hmm.
culture news updates on whatever you listen to your podcast. So that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
Yep. And with that said, before we head out, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and our YouTube channel where we post all of our videos, all of our pop culture news updates, trailer reactions, movie reviews, and much more.
All of it. And with all that being said, we will see you guys on the next one.
Yep.